Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I welcome you to the second lesson of physics for class 9, and the topic for this lesson is principle of moments. So you studied torque in the last lesson. Torque is the turning effect of a force, and we said that if you have a wrench pivoted at one point, and pivot at a point is a point at which a lever can rotate, and the force is acting like this, then the torque is momentum into force. Now there are two types of torques that can be possible. In this case, you can observe that the lever after the application of force will have anti-clockwise rotation. So we will call it anti-clockwise torque or counterclockwise torque. Similarly, if we have a lever like this and the force is acting here, the torque will be clockwise torque because the lever will rotate like this. We will call it clockwise torque. Now if we have a lever which is pivoted at the center like this, so it is capable of rotating at the center. Now if there are two forces acting on either edges, then one of the forces is producing counterclockwise or anti-clockwise torque, and the other force is producing clockwise torque. So if this is force F1 and this is force F2, and the turning effect of this force is R1 and the turning effect of this force is R2, then we can say that the clockwise torque is, we can denote it like this, is equal to R2 F2, and anti-clockwise torque is R1 F1. Now we know that this lever will only rotate in the direction in which the force is greater. If F1 is greater, if let us suppose F1 is greater than F2, then the rod will rotate in this direction. But if F2 is greater than F1, then the rod will rotate in this direction, which is clockwise. So let us now suppose that we have a lever pivoted at the center, and there is a force of 5 Newton acting on it at a distance of 10 meter from, let us suppose 10 meter from the pivot, and we have a force of 10 Newton on the other side at a distance of 5 meter from the pivot. Now what will be the torque on either side? At this side the torque will be anti-clockwise, and let's suppose we call it torque 1, and this will be force into momentum 50 Newton meter, and on this side torque will be clockwise. Let's call it torque 2, force into momentum, and this will be 50 Newton meters. Forces are different, momentums are different, but the turning effects are same. So what will be the result? The result will be that the lever will not move because both the torques are equal and opposite. One torque is 50 Newton meter anti-clockwise and this is 50 Newton meter clockwise. So both will be balanced. So we'll say that the lever will be balanced, or we'll say it will not move, or we can say that it is in equilibrium. So this is how the principle of moments is stated, that a body is said to be in equilibrium if sum of all clockwise torques is equal to sum of all anti-clockwise torques. And so we can say that the body is balanced. Now we can have multiple forces on each side. Let's call this force F1, F2, F3, F4 and F5, and let's say their respective moment arms are R1, R2, R3, and this is R4, R5. So forces F1, F2, F3 are producing anti-clockwise torque, and F5 and F4 are producing clockwise torque. So what will be the sum of torques produced by these three forces? They will be F1 R1 plus F2 R2 plus F3 R3, and the torques produced by these two forces will be F5 R5 plus F4 R4. And for the body to be balanced at this point, they both have to be equal. This is clockwise torque, and this is total anti-clockwise torque or counterclockwise torque.
Now the thought of the day for today, Ibn al-Qayyim rahmatullah alayhi said that a real man is the one who fears the death of his heart, not his body. And the same has been expressed by Allama Iqbal in his poetry as दिल बेदार पैदा कर कि ये खबीदा है जब तक न तेरी ज़र्ब है कारी न मेरी ज़र्ब है कारी. Thank you for watching the lesson. Jazakallah.